Shalom Yashar Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor, glory, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to all you hopeful elect Akim out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, and I wanted to make this lesson based off of these rebellious ass disrespectful Israelites that came up to us at camp, and from the moment that they started talking to us, I guess you could say they were uncooperative with the type of questions that we're asking. And we ain't asking everybody to bow down for us and answer all these crazy questions. But if there's a conversation that can be constructive at all, that we need to ask certain questions, as you're gonna see in this video that I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a couple segments of it. But long story short, we could realize right off the bat that Jake just wasn't getting it. Jake was trying to be super deep, talking blasphemous right off the bat, saying, "Oh, I talk with God and He talks with me." From the beginning to end. It was a lot of confusion in the sense that they wouldn't give us a chance to even speak or listen. And the brother was dealing with one guy, and the other guy was dealing with me, wouldn't stop talking, started repeating the same things over and over again. And at one point, the guy that the brother Hananya was dealing with actually picked up our 12 tribes chart sign, which is on a wooden pedestal, picked it up, and before he would even turned it out, I had reached and put my hand on the sign, and very sternly said, "Don't touch our stuff. We're not touching any of your things. You're keeping it respectful. Do not touch our stuff." So that just goes to show you how even disrespectful it was. And if you brothers choose to put a curse on these wicked ass Jakes right here, by all means. I did it because it's just my fear. But if you see this video and it just makes you feel some type of way for how disrespected the prophets get, by all means, Jake. Lord's will. So I wanted to play this video. I'm going to play it in a couple snippets. I'm going to play the first minute, about first 3 minutes uninterrupted. So you can see right off the bat, I may pause it real quick just to put a quick intercession, but you'll see that they don't want to answer none of our questions. They want to be super deep, talking about God talks to me, and we couldn't get anywhere with them. The scriptures that they brought out, they were talking about a literal thing when the scriptures that they were bringing up was a spiritual parable. So they had no understanding top to bottom. They believed in heaven and hell, in the sense that if you don't do the right things in this life, you're going to be burning forever. So they were really coming up to us, trying to save us, in the sense that they thought, oh, these brothers right here need saving. They're whatever group that they're in has deceived them. So anyways, top from beginning to end, these are some disrespectful ass Jakes. So I'm just going to play this lesson, and I'm sure the brothers have dealt with similar situations like this at their camps, but it just being the brother and I, when there's other people that want to come up, we usually deal correctly. But if they can't leave, like in the sense that they don't want to leave, they will not leave, there's really nothing that we can do, because we're not going to pick up our posters and leave, our post, man. If we would, we probably could, we would just walk away, but we are at camp holding it down. So we're not running from any of these damn rebellious Jakes. And before I start playing this video, I wanna read a couple scriptures to get in the type of mindset that I was thinking of. This is Ezekiel 3 and verse 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces. And that's who? That's these rebellious ass Israelites. And thy forehead strong against their foreheads. Like when you see two boxers facing off before a match when they're at the weigh-ins, how they're right at each other's face, ready to go, man. That's how adamant we are for this truth, man. And when wicked ass rebellious Jakes come up, man, you can't help but feel some type of way. You're trying to tell your people that they're princes of the power. They're Yashra Allah, but they're going to look at you still clinging on to Christianity. And I had told these guys straight out that they got Stockholm syndrome, because they are defending their oppressors' ways, man. And they are brainwashed in the most worst way that you can think of, man. But this is verse 9. As an adamant, harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not. And I had told them at one point, there's a brick wall between us, because whatever you're saying is not changing our mind. because they tried almost talking like they're trying to convince us that what we're believing is wrong and what they believe is right, which we don't operate like that. If a nigga don't get it, we're moving on. We do not care if you want to sit there and have a debate. We're not going to have a debate. We're going to defend the gospel, but we're not going to try to defend it say that what we believe is right because of this, and that. No, you either believe it or you don't. There's plenty other bug out groups out there that are teaching you their doctrine. Stay away from Great Millstone that has the 100% truth. If you don't like something or how we operate, man, fucking kick rocks, man. That's why we don't deal with people. We don't deal with large numbers, and we don't call every brother that comes up walking to camp just because he's got melanin. This is verse 10. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears, and go get thee to them of the captivity. That's the Israelites. This is the only people we're concerned about. And in this day and age, it's the elect of the Israelites, that small remnant that's left behind, unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them and tell them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, power, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. So we're going to tell you this message whether you want to hear it or not. And Jake definitely did not want to hear it. So I'm going to play this a couple segments, and so you can see the type of spirits that we were dealing with, these super deep ass Christians.
So like my significance is I believe in Jesus. If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart God raised him from the dead, you'll be saved.
Well, that sounds good. That sounds good.
And from you guys I'm hearing.
And these were two Edomites that we were dealing with before these guys had came up. They came up at the same time we were dealing with these two Edomites.
You want white people to be tortured.
See, he tried putting words in our mouth.
Edomite.
Not white people, Edomites. See, he tried to put words in our mouth.
Edomite.
Which are white people according to you guys.
The vast majority, yeah. They're going to be in
That's how they
slavery.
call
On one
themselves.
hand, you have Jesus saying, confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord, but Paul said
Who is he
That's
telling
the
that to?
understanding of it.
Who is he telling? Was he telling when I get a piece of pizza and I walking into my house, I say, all right, everybody can eat. Does that mean my neighbor down the street can come in? Does that mean my neighbor down the street can come in and take it? No, that means everybody in the house. That's the Israelites.
So who are the Gentiles?
The Gentiles would be you, my man. Because you don't know who you are as a people. Even
How
though
do you
you're
know?
God's chosen people.
How do you know what I know and what I don't?
And the reason I said that is because of the way this man was dressed, man. He had all baggy clothes, all the head was bald, had a little bit of a beard on, but was just straight worldly, right? The way he was coming up, the way he was walking with their family. And obviously, I did say, hey, you're right. I am assuming I don't know that because, just speaking of him, because he asked what a Gentile was. If he's asking that question, is coming up to a Hebrew Israelite camp, he don't know who he is. He'd be coming up and saying, hey, Shalom, brothers. I've been hearing about this. I have some questions, not in this prideful ass spirit that Jake came up. And these Jakes were in their late 40s, early 50s, right? And so Jake thinking just because they're older than you, they have they know more than you, which they may have some more wisdom in the world sense, and experience in life, how they move, but doesn't mean that they know more or have the wisdom to operate correctly just because they're older.
Well,
Who you
that's
are.
true.
Who you
What's
are.
your nationality? According to your
I'm a
father.
child of God.
Well, no,
I walk with God and He talks to me. I can show you
Okay.
signs and wonders of God speaking.
Okay.
See, that's what he was harping on. He was like, God talks to me directly. And at one point, he said, I don't want to deal with anybody else except you, God. That's what he told me. So pretty much he said, oh, I don't care about what Yahweh Shai did. I want an answer directly from the Father. And he has opened his mouth with his dumbass saying God talks to me directly. I've seen signs and wonders, man. And we even told him, hey, he's looking at the sign and wonder of God talking to him. That's the prophets.
Shown evidence of God
So
speaking.
who are the,
All right, what's
the
your
child of God? Who
See,
are the
What's his
child
name?
of God?
What's his name?
The first thing that I'll say is whether barbarian or Scythian, Jew or Gentile, it matters not
Those
at
are all
all.
Israelites. All the people that
It
you
matters
hate were
not at all
Israelites.
because all are Christ, all are God. God created all people. God created all people.
Oh, okay, man.
I,
Yeah,
thi-
you're
I,
right.
I think that we
Yeah.
wash the outside of the cup but don't clean
Like
the
I
inside.
said,
I
man,
think
this
that it's
is,
the heart.
See, Jake trying to be super deep, talking about, oh, the Scythians, the Gentiles, the Israelites, the Jews. Man, those are all Israelites. So Jake trying to say, there's no other Greek or Roman. He probably would have thrown that in there too, but he don't understand that those are all Israelites in a Gentile state of mind.
the matter. See,
It's only
I
a
can't
message
love
that
God
you
without
try-
loving
you. trying to
you.
be too deep
We don't
on that.
know.
I
You're trying
can't,
to be too deep. It's not that deep.
I can't love God without loving you.
It's not that
walk
deep,
with
man.
God.
It's one deep, not two deep.
I walk with
Let me
God,
ask you
brother.
this: what's your nationality according to your
I
father?
walk with God.
But
brother.
that matters. Okay, you want
I
then you're gonna
walk
understand
with
the
God.
word.
I walk with God. I have evidence of God speaking.
Yeah, you're right. You're right in front of him right now. What's his name?
See, he said I had evidence of God speaking to me. I said, yes, you're right. Look, you look at him, and he's saying God, God, God. This I know God personally, and we're asking him for a simple question. What's his name? What's his name?
What is, bring up.
I mean,
Psalm 34.
What's the name of the Father and what's the name of the Son? That's what we're going to ask according
Yeah.
to the Bible.
well, you know,
You got a relationship,
they
right?
wouldn't say Yahweh out loud because they
False.
couldn't pronounce it. They didn't want
That's
to
what
speak
they
the name of the
teach.
Lord.
That's what they say.
Listen,
Let me ask you
what I
something.
will tell you.
Let me
is
ask
when
you
I
something.
ask,
Or let me ask
go
you
ahead.
something. Is the name of the Lord is powerful? Yes or no? The name of the Lord has power.
The
yes
name
or
of
no?
the Lord definitely has.
All right, so that's what they hide it from us.
So
They hide the name because they know how powerful the name is.
are y'all burning sage right now?
See, and then he was bothered by the sage, demons.
You don't like it?
You know, the Levites wrote incense.
Frankincense and myrrh would be my preference.
He's like frankincense and myrrh, and we were even burning frankincense and
I
myrrh
will tell
actually
you
too.
this.
Small point
When
there,
I
but
speak to God, He talks to me. Signs
blasphemy.
and wonders, miracles that I cannot, that I have seen, that I cannot unsee. And I gave my life to the Lord. So you can hardline what you're saying, but if it's not love, then it's just a clanging gong.
See, this motherfucking Jake's always talking about love this, love that, love. Yes, there's a time to love, but now is definitely not that time, Jake. Shows you how ignorant Jake is of the times that he's living in.
The Lord talking to you right now in front of you, man. He's right here.
If it's just the
You
Lord,
stepped into the temple.
the Lord's servant is speaking to you. I am a temple of God. Do
Okay.
you not know that
Do
your
you
body is a temple of
do you
the
eat
Holy
pork?
Spirit, and He dwells in you?
Do you eat pork?
I choose not to most.
That's good. Do you eat shrimp, crab, lobster?
First of all,
No, this is simple. This is simple.
See?
It's not a trick
You're-
question at all.
Not a
Listen,
trick question.
listen, you're asking.
Because you want to talk about, oh, my body's a spirit, my body's a temple, and the spirit dwells in me. Okay, well let's answer some simple questions, Jake. If you want to know about how the spirit and what type of body the spirit can dwell in is not a malicious soul, you know. So I'm asking simple questions because they're not hard, you know. And I ask these questions because it shows you the type of level. It shows you what level Jake is on. You know, if he still eats that abominations, you know he's not a man of the Lord. Point blank, period.
Question is trying to get me to check a box, but the law,
Okay.
what you're speaking.
The law is done away with. I understand.
What you're speaking.
Because that's what he's trying to say. He said the law, no, the law, but the law's done away with because that's not going to get us saved. But the law is in effect in the fact that that's the kingdom of heaven's law that is going to be established under.
Of is the law. And what I'm telling you is I have
Done away
signs
with.
and wonders of God.
Done away
speaking
with.
to
You
me.
see how I
You're not
did
even
it?
asking
Parentheses.
me to reveal it. So for me to say
You haven't
something
answered
is
one
bold.
question that I asked you first. I said, what's your nationality according to your father?
I am a child of my father.
You are the
I'm a
child.
child.
We are all a child of our fathers. Yes.
I'm a child of
Yes,
God.
we're all okay.
I'm a child of God.
Okay. On this side, where do you see yourself? Let me ask
See,
you.
and then we're asking, where do you see yourself on this sign?
I'm not even answering.
Okay. Well, these are the
See, he
children of
doesn't
God.
wanna
You're
answer
the
nothing.
tribes of Israel. Where you at?
I'm not even answering that right now.
Okay, man.
What I'm saying is I walk with God.
I should have said we got nothing else to talk
I have
about then.
evidence
We got
that
nothing else to
he's
talk
saying
about.
something
But they were not leaving,
religion,
Jake.
But denying his power.
Yeah.
I know that God is with me because signs and wonders.
Okay,
You don't
that's
even
good.
want to know the sign.
Okay.
Trust me, man.
You don't even want to know the sign.
Let us know the
Yeah,
name.
Why would
then.
you discredit me?
I was gonna ask you a question like, what's it like?
I haven't even answered you, so you
If
don't
you
know what
the
I know and
future,
what I
then
don't
tell me
know.
the
then what's the mark of the beast? What's the mark of the beast? What's his name? What's prophecy?
See, you're going off. You're going off. I'm too stupid to be a man. You're going off your book knowledge.
This is
But I see
all
no
the
love.
knowledge we need
But I
is
see
in the
no
book.
love.
See,
I see
Jake,
no
Jake want to get with some smooth words, man. Jake want to be talked to smooth words, and it was even annoying the fact you don't want to answer even one question. That's why we could have said, Jake, this ain't for you. But again, Jake was not leaving.
This is
what you're
love, man.
saying
I'm trying to
me.
tell you
I
what
don't
the
see any
Bible
love.
needs to tell you so you and your
I
whole
cannot
family
love God.
don't get
I
destroyed.
cannot love God who I have not seen
Mr. Jake, man.
without loving you who I have.
This is how hard
I
it
have
is
not.
for the
I have not
people.
answered.
Yeah.
I have not responded to what you said. So you don't know whether I know the answer or not. You assume that I
So
don't.
now,
You assume that I don't.
so now,
You're basing. Is your salvation based off of your knowledge?
I don't know that I'm safe. You know you're safe.
I know
What are you
I'm
safe
safe.
from?
I know
What are
that
you
I'm
safe from? What are you safe from?
I know I'm safe.
Ain't, no,
From eternal
ain't nobody
damnation.
running down with me.
I know
with
that.
God.
I know that my name is written in the book
Oh,
of life.
you've seen
You're
the book of
safe.
life?
For sure.
Oh, what color is it?
I know that my name is written in the book of life. See, I don't have to prove it to you.
No, you don't.
I don't need man's
No.
approval.
Okay, that's awesome, man.
You understand? See, I walk with
Okay.
God. And
You
if
walk
you
with him?
speak, but you
Walking with
I
him?
walk with God and I talk with God.
Blasphemy.
And if you have no, you can,
See,
that
blasphemy.
sounds like what they said to
You
Christ.
probably feel like
This sounds like
be
you
saved.
call them blasphemy.
Yes, man.
you probably feel like you're doing the work because you're walking around with
said
it.
that you were going to be
So will you
saved.
be
I mean, we
judged.
haven't been tested.
So will you be judged.
We haven't been tested. That's what the brother was saying. It's blasphemy to say that you've been saved when you haven't been tested yet. That's like the same as saying, oh, we're already in the second covenant. Well, where's your new body then? Where's your new body?
Say
As
you
you judge,
No.
as
You're
you
blaspheming
judge,
right
so
now
will you be
for
judged.
something that is
Okay.
not.
So will you be
You're right.
judged.
You're right.
As you
You're right.
judge, so will you be judged.
Just know that every idle
We
word.
say that we're not saved. I say that I'm not
So will you
saved.
be judged.
We don't know
As
yet.
you
But you say
judge.
that you are
The same that endureth till the end, the same shall be saved. We're not at the end, Jake.
saved.
I am saved.
That's
For
pride.
what?
That's
You
pride.
saved for what?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I have no pride.
Are you beamed up in the chair?
I
Where's
have
your new
no. I
body?
have no pride.
Where's your new body?
He stripped
Are you
me down
immortal?
to bare
Are you
molecules.
immortal yet? Can you
I am
get
his
sick?
servant. Until I die, I will speak
You
the
still
word.
got tattoos, man. We don't got
Until-
new bodies. We
and-
need to be
and-
taken
until-
out of these bodies
This
because
is
they're
the
polluted.
test you're gonna pass on, man. If you got
That's called the mark of the
He
beast.
will finish his good work in me that he began.
You
in me
ready to be
for his
Then go
name's
on the
sake.
street and tell people that.
I'm
Are
telling
you
you
ready to
right
be
now.
tested?
We're on the street telling people that.
You know
You
what?
coming up to us.
I love you, and there's nothing you can do
See?
about it.
Okay. Okay.
I love you. And
I
there's
love.
nothing-
See, that's all it was. See, that. Don't even think about what I just told you. Saying, why don't you go out on the street and tell people? Well, I'm talking to you, bro. He randomly came across us, man. He ain't doing the work. With his family in the back of him, yelling at us for damn near a fucking hour, talking about some bullshit. And at this point, I think he's like, I love you, brother. I love you, brother. Like saying some weird stuff on fucking repeat. Annoying as hell.
All right, man.
Divisiveness, division, argument, and pride.
Yeah.
See?
It's not something
Fucking
that I'm going
Jake-
to continue. All I said is I know God.
Jake tried to
He loves
fucking
me.
be too
And then
deep,
we
man.
ask you a couple questions like,
But
what's
what
his
I
name?
see is not
What's
love
Marty
from
B?
you. I see
You
judgment.
for?
I see judgment.
You know, stuff like that.
Because
See,
he
I
says
see
that's
judgment.
says I'm
Wait, you
blasphemous.
already said that you already be saved.
Right.
Yeah, man, that is blasphemy.
Right.
That is
That's
blasphemy
blasphemy.
because you're not saved.
In
Nobody's
your
saved.
opinion.
Yeah.
That's what
Tell me, if you don't pay taxes to the so-called white man, what's he gonna do to you?
that's
If you
what
don't pay
you
taxes
believe.
to the so-called
That's-
white man, what's he gonna do to you? He's gonna take your ass and bring you in jail
I don't
because we have no
Sovereign
sovereignty.
language. Come on,
We're in
man. Come on.
captivity.
And then now he's
Oh,
going
see, that's how we
about
know
a rude
That's
language.
how you know.
Better than-
Though
you
I
can
be
do
rude
better
in
than-
speech,
you can
yet
call me
God's wisdom
simple all
will be
you want.
manifest to you in all
You can
things.
see.
I think I had that one ready, because that's one thing he tried to say is rude speech because we were cussing, man. See, that's his textbook Jake being simple. This is 2 Corinthians 11:6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been made manifest among you in all things. There was not a question this old bottle said that we were stooped on. We were reading him scriptures, and as you can see, we got scriptures coming up because we were actually finally get somewhere.
That's
In your
profanity.
opinion.
You said you had a
And what if
question.
you're wrong?
We were finally able to bring some scriptures later once we were finally able to get a second, but it was to no avail. Jake had already told himself in his mind, this ain't it.
And what if you're wrong?
Hey man, I know I'm not
What if you're
because
wrong?
I studied.
How do you know?
I know
That's
I
faith.
studied.
How do you know?
Because
That's
I have
confidence.
I'm too stupid to be a man. All I'm coming to you with is
I'm
love.
too stupid to be a man.
That's a proverb.
Sounds
I
like
am too
Christian.
stupid to be a man.
Are you Christian?
I don't
Like
need. I don't need. I'm not coming to you with swelling words. I follow the way.
Okay.
I
No,
follow
you
the
don't.
way
I follow
with a mouthful of
I
fucking
I
shrimp.
haven't answered one of your questions.
Exactly.
You placing
Exactly.
judgment.
Because
you
if you
placing
knew
judgment. How do you
something,
know? How do you
What's
know?
the Lord's name?
How do you know what I believe?
All right. Well, I'm gonna read
How
this
do I?
scripture.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well, we're done. I'm gonna read
Brother
this.
called out for
So, and at one point, I want to say this too. This fucking Jake even tried grabbing our sign at one point. See, they've been here for a minute, man. Trying to see where this was.
But
take the Bible
But
seriously,
the
and some
ones
people
who
just throw it
choose
to the
him
side.
can only choose him if God places it inside of them to choose him.
That's right. Faith is given to them in the womb, roughly paraphrased.
By grace through faith.
Hang on,
We are saved.
So, the God you serve, right? I was shy.
Man, I'm trying to find the point real quick, Salaki Jake, that shows you how he even, reached to grab our sign, man. Hella disrespectful, man.
And 50. If you love me, keep my commandments. Okay, so what is sin then?
So,
See, we couldn't get one little thing out because always constantly interrupting. Salaki Akim, I'm trying to find this. This is towards the end of camp, but
where's your fruit?
If we were walking on the street,
Where is your
and I was
fruit?
in
The only
somebody,
question
I would
I'm
have
asking
classes
is,
that
where
like,
is your
you
fruit?
got it, man.
Where is your fruit? Where is your fruit?
see, he's asking for where's your proof? Where's your proof? And I had told him before, we don't need proof. We don't need a sign. It says a wicked and adulterous generation requires a sign.
Where's your good fruit?
Let me tell you this, man.
Probably
I see malice.
in my
I
house,
see malice.
probably
I
in my
see
house,
anger.
a little wood bowl.
I see malice. I see anger. Where is your fruit?
Yeah, see, that's what he's saying. He was saying, "Where is your fruit?" And at that point, when he started asking that question, I was already done. With the conversation. I could tell Jake was getting nowhere. But if he was asking and he actually had a sincere question, I would have said that he's around the corner doing exactly what he's supposed to do, because the brother Isaiah came into the camp listening to the brother and I, and now he's out there doing the work. He's not in Great Millstone of like as a member, but he's an affiliate with us out there every week at camp doing his lessons. So that is the fruit. But Jake ain't gonna get that.
Where's your love?
But
You will be with me this day in paradise. And what did he?
it's talking because they talking about heaven and hell. But I can't really find it to the point. But I may have to look it up a little bit later. But man, it was just mad disrespectful to the fact that Jake is gonna come out and grab somebody's stuff that's not theirs. See, and then at one point, he did try to fight me too. By one.
Do the right thing.
What was the?
A lot of people.
Christianity. The so-called white man did a number on your guys' brain. Let me tell you.
Right here. This is talking about the Stockholm.
Here's what I want to do.
Here's the truth.
Yeah, this guy. Here's the truth.
The truth is,
You don't know where you're going.
We got it.
You don't know where you're going when you die. See, that's what he said.
And if I die today, I'm being in the spirit world. I know exactly
I'm being in the
where
spirit world.
I'll be in the spirit world in peace. He asked me about heaven and hell. That's a good point. He said, you got it. He asked me if I die, if I know where to go. I said, yeah, I'm going to the spirit world. He said, heaven or hell. There's no hell. See, you guys are deep in Christianity. The so-called white man did a number on your guys' brain. Let me tell you what, the Stockholm Syndrome and Christianity has beat you down, raped, robbed, and pillaged us for our ancestors so long. It will. To where you guys are here today, defending your enemy. Defending your enemy. You defend the enemy.
Defending the enemy, man.
Nuclear, ICBM missiles that are going to melt Babylon the Great.
Because he asked me then, what's the lake of fire? So, man, they got Stockholm Syndrome. They got all types of demons on it, man. So I'm going to get to a couple of scriptures on this. Man, a lot come to mind, but it just makes you feel some type of way, man, because Jake makes you so damn mad because they're in a low estate. They're fucked up. They're under the curses. They're sheep. But you telling them that they a lion. They're a prince of the power. They're Yashar Allah, and they want to come up to you with this Christian fucking dogma bullshit, man. So, I mean, yeah, it's a spirit. I understand they're not the elect, but, that's why I wish they would have just kicked rocks a lot sooner than they did, having to deal with them for a whole hour and 20 minutes, man. But this is Ezekiel 2 and 3. Salaki, I'm going to start at 2 and 3. It says, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel. Does it say the children of the world? No, it says the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me even unto this very day. This very day, we're attached to the idols of wood and stone, as the curses of Deuteronomy 28 state. Verse 4, for they are impudent, stupid, children, and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power. And they whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. And these are Israelites hearing the word, whether they in a forbearing spirit. They don't care. But guess what? We still going to tell them, because even at that some point throughout the camp, I don't want to look for it too much right now to waste time. But we even told them, hey, Jake, you are going to be in the kingdom yourselves, but we're going to see you in your right mind later. You know, we even said there's no such thing as hell. You know, and we told them, if you don't get anything, understand what the MOTB is, man. But even they didn't even care. They said, oh, yeah, we know what that is. We know what that is, but they don't know nothing else. Come on. This is verse 4. For they are impudent, again, Salakia 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there hath been a prophet among them. This is the point. Verse 6 this is what I wanted to bring out. And that's when they're going to know when these things come. Hey, man, they're going to know that they were just disrespecting the prophets of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is Ezekiel 2:6. And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, though briars and thorns be with thee. And that's what these Israelites were, a thorn in our side, the scorpions and thorns. And thou dost dwell among scorpions. Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house, man. So we told them the message. We took the blood off our hands. You know, we will not go down saying that we didn't tell them the message. You know, this is Ezekiel 3:17, and we actually did read this at camp as well. This is, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. We were trying to warn our people. We're trying to edify our people, but our people want them stuck and stay with Christianity. All right, well then fucking die with Christianity, man, because that's a call upon that God in the time that your calamity comes. Verse 18, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So we are telling our people these things, man, to get the blood off of our hands, to make sure that we are telling our people the message that they need to hear, man, whether they hear or whether they forbear, man. But when these calamities come, they're going to be calling upon their God, because they have forsaken the true power of Israel, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Judges 10:13, yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Verse 14, go, cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. You know, so these Jake, man, they're going to be on fire for the Lord one way or the other, in this truth or in those nuclear missiles, man. And we are trying to, we tried to get through to our people. We tried to edify them. We tried telling them where they are on the chart. They didn't even want to identify, or what's the word? They didn't even want to acknowledge the 12 tribes chart, because they even think that that's all bullshit. They think all that thing that we believe in is null and void. It is not even true at all, because we're not in some fancy building with a 3-piece suit and $1 million budget, man. You know? So Jake is not going to get it, man. And as vexed as I feel right now, that's just my spirit, man. You know, I got a fiery spirit. You know, it makes you feel some type of way that Jake don't get it, but only a little bit, because you understand that this is only for the elect. And if they're not the elect, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. But I just wanted to show this lesson to show you that, hey, man, Jake knows the truth, but he's fucking playing games, because when he comes across the prophets like this is how he deals with them, you know. So I know brothers out there dealing with other situations. You know, it can get a little, I guess you could say, chaotic, in the sense when you got those demons causing disarray, not dealing with anything in order, being able to deal with one thing at a time, you know, not answering any questions, being very hard-headed, rebellious, you know. It is what it is. It comes with the territory, and it's only going to continue as we are on the streets in Babylon the Great, you know. So don't let any Jake like that, you know, and an elect man wouldn't, but don't let any Jake like that make you feel some type of way or second guess what you're doing in this truth, man. And I know that's not even a thought of the elect, but a brother that is seeing that video that they come across may be like, hey, man, I don't want no part of that. Well, guess what? Then you ain't got the balls for the job. Stay at home. You have to have some testes to give a testimony for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Some balls to stand out in the street and deal with these people, man. So if that type of energy makes you feel some type of way and you're timid, you're scared, you don't want to do it, well then the Lord don't love you. The Lord didn't give you strength. The Lord didn't give you enough faith to get your ass out on the street and tell your people what they need to hear, man. You're going to stay at home stuck behind some keyboard warrior watching 10 different groups, confused all the way until those missiles fly, man. So get this work while you can, and whatever lot that you have, do the best of your ability. Be a brother, and understand you're going to be put in these type of situations, but you, regardless, have to go out and warn your people. So Lord willing that this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Till next time, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Krakodash, and double honors to the beloved elders, the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to all you hopeful electakim out there laboring that are pushing this word and truth and in sincerity. Till next time, Shalom.